Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to stay up to date with new videos on Excel and IT tips. Thank you. Today we have another Excel video focused on shortcut. These shortcuts are quite important, which can enable you to save a lot of time, reducing the time you use in navigating through the various tabs. So we start with the first one, which is the table. So rather than going up here to the toolbar and clicking on the table feature, you can navigate here directly and you enter Control T. So Control T will generate this dialog box. Here you can click the enter button and the table will be generated automatically. You can customize here to meet your requirement. The second shortcut we have in our list is the auto sum shortcut. Traditionally, when you want to sum up your data, you have to enter your equals to sign. You call up the sum function and you can select your data. There you get the sum of your data. However, there's a shortcut to get this data automatically without selecting. You have to enter Alt plus equal to. Here the data has been generated automatically. You also have other options you can get from this data. You can click here, this icon right here, and you'll be able to generate other options like the average. You can select here and you get the average. You can click here and you can also count the data. So it gives you this option. You can also get the minimum, the maximum, and other functions. The next shortcut we have in our list is a filter shortcut. Rather than right clicking in the cell and enabling filtering as seen here, I will use a shortcut to get the filter directly. So I will enter Ctrl Shift L. So as seen here, the filter bar has been entered automatically. So from here I can select some data, which data I want to preview. I can select that data and only that data will be visible. If I want to preview only one employee, I can customize that here and only one employee will be visible. If I want to preview all the employees, only all the employees will be visible. So this is quite a good shortcut. The next shortcut we have in our list is Control and arrow key, which enables you to move to the end of your data. So I press my Control key on my keyboard, then I can move to the end of my data without having to move through several cells. So as seen here, I have held my Control key and I can move down to the last cell down. I can move right to the last cell to the right. I can move up to the last cell. So as seen here, this is a good shortcut which enables you to move through the end of your data without having to navigate manually. Another shortcut we have is the F2 shortcut, which enables you to edit data. Like here, as seen here, rather than double clicking in this data, I can click F2 and the data will be edited right there. As seen here, I can click F2, this data will be edited. So rather than double clicking in a cell or clicking here right up, I can use F2 and this cell will be editable. The next shortcut we have in our list is to freeze the top row. As seen here, if I try to scroll down, the top row becomes invisible. To freeze this top row, I will use Alt W F R. So I will click that simultaneously. So I have entered that shortcut. As seen here, the top row remain visible. So if I scroll down, I will see which one is the name, which one is the gender. So the top row remains visible. And to undo these changes, I can enter Alt W F F. So I will enter all that simultaneously. So as seen here, I can scroll again without any error. Now the top row becomes invisible. The next shortcut we have in our list is to add and delete a row. As seen here, if I want to add a row, I have to right click and I insert. A new row will be inserted. If I want to delete this row, I can right click and delete. However, there's a shortcut to do this. So I can click Control Shift plus. A new row will be added. If I want multiple rows, I can hold the Control and the Shift key and I will enter the plus key several times as seen here. So this is a way to add new rows. If I want to delete the row, all I have to do is to hold the Control key and press the minus sign. The row will be deleted. I can do the same here. I hold the Control key and delete. This is how you can add and remove your rows without using your mouse. The next shortcut we have in our list is to find and replace a word or a cell. As seen here, I will enter Control F to find. Control F. If I enter Sophia, I can find Sophia right here. However, I can also use Control H. Control H will replace Sophia. So if I want to replace Sophia with my name, I can enter Foku and Sophia will be replaced with Foku. I can click here, replace all, and Sophia will be replaced. So if I search again, I will use Control F. If I search again, Sophia, we don't have any Sophia here. But if I search Foku, I will find Foku right here. Now I have to search again Foku and replace Foku with Sophia. So I will enter here. I click Control H to find Foku. I want to replace Foku with Sophia. So I can click here, replace all, and all will be replaced. The next shortcut we have in our list is to add today's date automatically. So here, rather than typing manually, I will enter today's date by holding the Control key and pressing the semicolon key. So Control plus semicolon. As seen here, today's date has been entered automatically. Also, you can get the time automatically. Like if you check here, my laptop time is 11:36. So I will enter the time here automatically. I don't have to type it manually. So I will hold my Control plus Shift key and I will click semicolon. So as seen here, the time has been entered automatically. I can do the same here, Control plus semicolon, and I can enter the date as well. I will enter Control semicolon, and for the time is Control plus semicolon. The next shortcut we have in our list is to select the column and the row using the keyboard. So to select the column, I will enter Control space. As seen here, the entire column has been selected. And to select the row, I will enter Shift space. As seen here, the whole row has been selected. You can also select your entire data by entering Control Shift space. So Control Shift space will select your active sheet or your active space. If I move to the next sheet, I can select the data as well. I can click here. I enter Control Shift space. As you can see, my data has been selected. The last shortcut we have in our list is to put our text in bold. As seen here, I will select some rows and I can enter Control B and the text will be changed to bold. I can also select another row or several rows and enter Control B and the text will be changed to bold. You can also select column. You can select a column. You enter Control B the entire column will be changed to bold. Thank you for watching. This is the end of this episode on Excel shortcut. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Stay tuned.